the Rock Metal Podcast, episode 229 with Seasonal. All right, Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was Honestly by Seasonal, who I've got on the show with me right now. They've got a new EP called Weathered, set to release via Undead Collective Records on October 12th. Right now I'm being joined by what appears to be the entire band to share some stories about the music and share more info about what they've got going on. So, boys, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely great to have you on. I'm doing very well. It's an excellent autumnal day. We finally got some autumn back after being in 0-degree temperatures. So, yeah.
Very seasonal, right?
Very seasonal indeed. And at the time of recording this, congratulations on the EP being released.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, and speaking of which, honestly, let's go listen back to that track, Honestly.
Honestly.
All right, coming back from the track, Honestly, super catchy, definitely, I want to say almost like performance-based, but it's just like, it's awesome. Honestly, it's awesome. I'm curious, what's the story or inspiration behind Honestly?
Oh, this is the awkward one. This is what I have to answer. It's about essentially having to do the hard thing of maybe breaking up with someone but at the end of it, knowing that you did it for the right reasons, and sometimes you got to be cruel to be kind and do something that's not easy to do, but if you still honestly think it was the right thing to do. So it's being in that kind of situation.
Wow. That's massive.
Basically.
Because you're always hoping that they're going to be like, oh, thank God. I was hoping you would say that.
Yeah.
But they never did.
If it wasn't too obvious.
Oh, man. I was actually hoping I was talking to my sister today, hoping that you would do that. That was fun. Thank you.
No, perfect. Don't worry, we got plenty other of those songs as well. Yeah. Plenty more.
And you're like, sweet. Let's go get a coffee then. Chat it out. Perfect.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Exactly.
Now, for Rockman Edition, who dug the track, honestly, we'll be super excited to know that there's a music video accompanying the track. So if you go and go to today's show notes, that's www.therockmetalpodcast.ca. You can check it out. If you guys wouldn't mind taking us through the production of the music video for Honestly.
Actually, we did the production in the very room that we are in right now.
Oh my God, we did, didn't
which
we?
is our rehearsal studio. We did it over Christmas.
Yeah, it was like New Year.
We did it over Christmas, New Year. Literally last year. That's how long ago we did it, and lots of tricks and all that sort of thing, because it's in a pretty basic room, but we just wanted a kind of honest video in black and white, two tones, nice contrast in the song, and it's kind of was recorded at our local practice studio where we practiced. That's pretty much it.
We did a lot of we would rotate and they would film from the same angle, because we didn't have enough stuff to make all the walls white or black. So basically we'd shoot a load and then turn sideways and shoot a load. So it looks like we're in a big white room, but that's a massive lie.
Yeah.
There's no honesty to that video whatsoever.
Yeah.
It wasn't so honestly done.
No, exactly.
no.
We cheated you the whole way through it.
That's what video making's about, to be fair. There's plenty of that in there.
Yeah, we don't look that good either in real life. It's a fact.
Oh, that's unfair. That's unfair. Cool. All right, let's go on to the next track, Strangers.
Strangers.
So I'm feeling lost. I'm a corner in the unknown. I don't know anything about the man that headed my father's home. I wish I knew a little more. I wish I'd had a chance to see just how many similarities there are in you and me. Lately, I've been thinking that you're
Metal Nation, it's John from the Rock Metal Podcast for a real quick break to let you know that Jay over at Metal Mayhem Radio is looking to help you get your band in rotation on his station. So go ahead and hit up Jay at studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. That is studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. Just go ahead and say that the Rock Metal Podcast sent you. He'll get you into rotation on Metal Mayhem Radio. All right, coming back from Strangers, which, I mean, almost a haunting music video, definitely an emotionally charged track, also very good track at the same time. Similar question for you guys. What's the story or inspiration behind Strangers?
Strangers is about I never met either of my father's parents. So it's kind of from the perspective of not having something that is normally quite a big influence or quite a big part of people's lives, but not really ever knowing that much about them. It's just kind of that always wondering, you know, what were they like? How were we similar? And what would they make of me now? I think that's one of the lyrics, basically. It's just something that's always kind of been in the back of my head.
Yeah. Interesting. Cool. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the track Strangers, will be excited to know that there's a music video, which we kind of loosely mentioned a little bit in the beginning there. So if you go to today's show notes, www.therockmetalpodcast.ca, you can check it out. Similar question for you guys. What went into the production of the music video for Strangers?
I wasn't there.
Alex wasn't there. Neither was I, actually.
We wanted, after, like we explained, it being about the sort of lack of the, not knowing my granddad in that respect. So the first thing we were really keen was that we wanted to have a genuine grandson, grandfather, like, star in it.
Which none of us have.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of us have a grandfather left on the planet, because we're not the youngest band anyway. But
our pensions kick in next year. We're excited. We finally get paid.
One of our good friends, who's actually our merch guy and just general buddy, him and his grandfather were both up for helping us out. So we basically just wanted to document those two going about sort of day-to-day things, and but then with the kind of tying in with the storyline of not knowing so much. So it had him writing him a letter as if they'd kind of, you know, been distant for a long time. But the main thing we really liked was the fact that it was a genuine grandson and grandfather. Yeah. And in a way, like, in a song that was about me not having any memories, in a way, those two will have the memory of that day that they did a music video together for their mates. So it's kind of a nice twist.
It was a nice thing. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I was actually hoping you would say, we shot it in the very room that we're in right now.
Don't say that.
For some reason, John's granddad doesn't want us to practice in his living room. He's a bit fussy.
Probably not big enough.
Well, cool. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the tracks Honestly and Strangers, will be super excited to know that there is a full EP called Weathered. Now, I know you guys mentioned that this EP has more energy than previously, so I'm kind of curious, when we pick up the EP, what should we expect?
Rock. I don't know. Like, it's pop.
High energy.
I think it's definitely it's a burst of energy.
High energy with emotional content.
Yes. Yeah. Lots of emotions. Songs about breakups. You know, all your emotive stuff that you need.
But with a slightly more
with some rock,
energy, positive sound to it, I guess.
Yeah. This is probably the worst description you've ever heard, but you know, basically. It's all right.
It's emo without getting too dreary about it. I suppose.
That's it. It's emo without the nail polish.
My mum said it was sad words over happy songs.
Wow. Perfect. You know you got a hit song then.
Mum dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Now, the next logical question on Rock Metal Nation's mind is, how can we find out more about you guys? Is there a website that we should go to?
We don't have a website.
We don't have a website.
We don't have a website.
We're having one made, actually, because this is apparently very important. But in the meantime, we have all the social medias. So on Facebook, we are Seasonal UK. On Instagram and Twitter, we are Seasonal Band UK. You can get us on Spotify, iTunes,
Apple Music,
SoundCloud,
YouTube.
All of these things. We've got a YouTube channel with all our videos on it. So if you want to check out some of the older ones too, then subscribe to us on that as well.
Basically, we're on all the social.
We're on all the
Yeah,
social
and all that
media,
sort of
yeah.
thing.
If you type in seasonal band on most things, I'd hope we would pop up.
If not, add UK. And then
If not, add UK, and then we definitely will.
Cool. All right. Well, boys, unless there's anything else you wanted to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come onto the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing Seasonal with Rock Metal Nation.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
So I'm feeling lost. I'm a corner in the unknown. I don't know anything about the man that headed my father's home. I wish I knew a little more. I wish I'd had a chance to see just how many similarities there are in you.
All right, Rock Metal Nation. Hopefully you found your new favorite band in Seasonal. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.